Hey everyone, Albert here from Original Intent. Oh, little little fly. Originalintent.co.uk with another soundbite from little life lessons I pick up and insights from my practice in my own life and with clients. Today's topic is about people pleasing. Now, people pleasing, in my opinion, is a bit of a catchphrase. It's an umbrella term we use to talk about a lot of different things. And it's not always that helpful to talk in a general way. It can mean that I tend to struggle to say no. It can mean that I ask everyone's opinion before I do something. It can mean that I don't want to make up my own mind, so I want other people to make up my mind for me. It can mean that I don't like conflict. It can mean all of those things, or some of those things, but it's useful, instead of saying I'm a people pleaser, to be a bit more specific with how does this show up? How does this movement from me and my desires, needs, wants, insight, wisdom, to the needs, wants, desires, and insights of others, how does this practically show up? Where's my specific difficulty? Instead of just saying I'm a people pleaser. So that's the first insight that I find quite useful, is to be clear about the specific instead of the umbrella term. As an example, I have a client, and again, modified details because of anonymity, but he wants to move to Indonesia for a work opportunity, and he feels really strongly about it and really passionate and excited. But he says he's incredibly worried about what his family will say and what his friends will say. And he calls himself a people pleaser. So what we first did was be clear that, fair enough, it might be a form of people pleasing, but what's really going on is that he is worried about their view of him and what they'll think of him. So maybe it's not people pleasing, maybe it's more about his sense of self-image, his sense of how people perceive me, and how that affects his sense of value in that group. So that's the first thing, is to be quite specific. Then the other layer beyond that is, when we think about people pleasing, we often think of it as a good thing. That's why we do it. We're helping others, we're considering others, we're supporting others. We don't want to stir up unnecessary conflict. But it's a good question to ask ourselves is, how much of my power am I giving up? In my client's case, what I said, one way to look at it is to say, you want to know what they think of you. The other way to look at it is to say that you want them to make your decision for you. It sounds a bit harsh, but in a sense, if he is overly relying on their opinions of his decision to go to Indonesia, he's making them responsible for his choice, and is, in a sense, giving them power. If he's going to make the decision completely based on their opinion, he's made them make the decision for him. And the minute we landed in that more explicit clarity, it helped him own his decision more easily. So now he can consult with them, he can take their opinion on board, but he wants to hold on to his own ability to make the choice. So I hope this little soundbite was helpful for you in your own version and form of people pleasing, and see you again next time.